Let's see the second type of binding, event binding, and how it will look like in JavaScript. Suppose you have a HTML with input box. Now you want to register an event on top of it. So what you will do is, you will first get a hold of that input element using document.getElementById by ID product name. And then you will say that product name dot on input method, and you will assign your handler function. Or maybe you can get hold of input element and you will add event listener, which is of type input, and then the handler function. Both of this way will register an event on top of input element. Okay, so that was in JavaScript. Suppose you have to do the same thing in Angular. Then what you have to do is, you just have to write the event name wrapping with parenthesis. So internally Angular will take care of binding that particular event for that DOM. And the value will be either expression or the method name. Over here right now we wrote expression, where we are assigning name is equal to $event.target.value. So $event is exactly equivalent to the event object emitted inside a plain JavaScript event. Awesome. So let's understand how this works in Angular framework. So before that, let's look at the DOM structure of this input. Fire document.querySelector input in console, and you will see there will be output. So when you wrap event name inside a parenthesis, what happens is Angular refers to its DOM, but this time it will focus on the methods or events. And automatically when you say the event name, it will go and assign the expression or a method to that particular event. As soon as you say event name, it will make sure that the input event is registered with the expression or method specified in its attribute. So this time the expression will be called as soon as the input event will be emitted. So right now over here, if you look at it carefully, you will see that we are changing the name value as soon as the input element is updated. And that will be reflected here. Okay, so that was the event binding.